When my eldest child, Keith, was 2, his birthday was 4 days after Christmas Day, and as a joint present, I bought him a metal horse that he could move round the room on. It wasn't a rocking horse, it sort of hopped forward. It was very popular, and he loved it dearly. And as my other children came along, they also loved it. And I would like to show you a picture of it with Sally, my eldest daughter. And you can see how attractive looking it was. This was one of the things that I always had pleasure in remembering, because there's something about doing something for your children that really pleases a parent. What I also loved doing with them, and I still do now if they will come with me, I loved walking. There's something about the mere action of putting one leg in front of the other, and you walk and you see interesting things. If you're by water, you can't imagine the patterns that birds who may suddenly swoop on it and go along can make in that water. And you see rats and voles and things near the edge. It's perfect. And then again, you can walk in woods and you get patterns from the leaves, and you notice how some of the trees are awfully tall, but without much in the way of leaves growing on branches. And you realise that this is because the trees have grown tall in order to get some sun and light above all the others that are around. Now, On the Edge of London is one of my most favourite places, and it was introduced to me by my father. It's called Kew Gardens, and if you go there, you can walk round it, you can see all sorts of splendid trees, you can see in one place, you look down into a hollow, and you can see all these interesting things in that hollow, and there are shorter plants growing, and you think, oh, they're so splendid. And when you get down, and you have to go carefully or you might slip over, you go down and you find your hand touching these plants very gently, and you think to yourself how perfectly wonderful it is that right on the edge of one of the very biggest cities, most populated cities in the world, there is this splendid place that's full of woodland and other delights, and there is something that is a real spectacle. And this happens quite often at the end of May and sometimes until quite late in June, and that is the spectacle of the bluebells. They come up and you see them coming through the soil, and then all of a sudden they open, and you almost feel as if you made them open by wishing to see them. And they spread. You think it's for miles, obviously I suppose it isn't, but it's because it's this lovely never-ending vista of them.